Yo, yo, yo. Alright. What are we doing today? Alright. Am I coming through? Is anyone in the chat right now? I don't hear any sound coming on my end, so I don't know. It could just be some sound issues. Am I hearing anything? Should I be? Yeah, I should be hearing something, I feel like. Okay. I'm sorry, I gotta troubleshoot this real quick. There we go. There we go. And we should be live. Sorry about that. I like suck at this kind of stuff. But we're doing it live. I'm gonna turn some of the sounds down on this. This is more so for me more than anything else. I'll do streamer mode. Starting a new game. Yo, what's up? What's up, homie? Your dad's friend. Love that. I'm doing this a little roughly because I'm very new to streaming and I don't know how it works. I did a little test stream last night. Appreciate all the patience in the meantime. Let's see. Gonna share this out real quick. I should have done that before I did anything else, but that's the beauty of anything else. But there we go. Control C. Bum, bum, bum. Let's get a little more homies in here. Yo, what is up? Scuba Steve, hell yes. All right. We're doing we're doing a chiral vectors run. So we're probably going to create our own. How smart do you think you have to be to see the chiral vectors? That's the reality of it. All right. Damn. We're going to just drop everything to 1. This is the true homie playthrough. Everything's at 1 and we suck at everything. That would be exactly how to start it off, but I don't know if I want to do that just yet. Let's see. Intellect. I feel like you got to be 5. How emotionally intelligent you are. All right, I'm not very well coordinated, so that's going to be a tough one. Here's what we're going to do. Can you make that like 7? Or 6 is the top on that. The physique. I'm not very coordinated. What are we thinking? Is this a bad build? I think it is. But we're gonna roll the dice. We're gonna see how this goes. My signature skill. It's definitely going to be that. Yeah. Inland Empire is probably the way to go. Alright, Chiral Vector builds. This podcast, or this Twitch stream brought to you by Diet Coke.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore.
He just like me for real.
Ever. Never, ever.
Nah, I like existing,
ever,
dog.
Ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
Nah, we want ex-wives.
An awareness creeps up on you. A mass lies hidden in your dead angle, soaking in some lurid acidic source. It's bloated and shameful, a ball of meat surrounding you. This is a terrible line of questioning, and it will only lead to more awareness of the meat thing.
I always want to know about the X something. Always.
Ex-tenderness. It is foolish of you to resurface to the loss. Not after all the damage you've suffered to get here. Some of it irreversible. Stay. Sail with me through the abyss of pelagic zone.
Yeah, I want to get off now. I like the pain, the burning light, wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me. That sounds like a homie-ass answer. I do.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself. Got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
I'm an idiot. I'm a brave
Somewhere
idiot.
in the sore, bloated man meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment. Your conscience sticks to it.
This.
The limbed and headed machine.
Oh, second playthrough for
An
you, Dad's friend.
undignified suffering
This is like
firing
my.
up again.
I don't think I've only
It
finished it
wants to
once,
walk
but I
the
have
desert.
like 40 different false starts where I like get variously through it and then just screw myself and don't know how to go any further. Scuba Steve, this game is
You can take it.
wild.
You're a champion.
I am. I'm not scared. I am a
stench of
champion.
liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Who am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery
Homie,
streak
I'm built
penetrates your
different.
skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Hell yeah. We scaring the hose with this run. This is a hose scaring. For sure, we're doing a scare the hose run. Okay, in the undies. All right. We got to start strong, start small. Let's see. The tie is the most important part. So let's see if we can get it.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other. Or has it been consigned there as punishment? You feel
Okay.
as though this creature is your friend and wants to reattach itself to your neck so that you may continue your adventures together in this strange
My bad
world.
on that extra double express. But yeah. What are the odds? What do you think? What's the over under on me making this? I like 28% odds personally. That's real homie odds right there. Let's see.
You reach out
God
to
damn
grab
it.
the tie. But what's this? Diffuse, radiating chest pain. Doom comes over you. This is bad. Feels like sharp stones grinding in your chest.
And the
and keeping
run
you
is
from moving
over instantly.
for quite a long time. Still ongoing. Finally, the pressure recedes. You find yourself covered in cold sweat and trying not to move. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the tie now.
All right, 72%.
You swoop up and catch. What you have
Hell
in your
yeah.
hand is a fantastically colorful tie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The
If
knot
I-
reminds you of
If I put on the light bulb, I will die. All right. It's just I know that, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't want as much fun as I normally have doing this. We're gonna see how far we can get before we actually die. Always got to put the pants on.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clink. It says whirling in rags on the aluminium
yeah.
key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it.
Should,
should
open the door. Yeah, it should. Okay, let's see. Shoe. We're getting the shoe. Let's see. I always I gotta get dressed first, I feel like. I feel like that's the move, getting dressed first. Like, I wish there was a way to do the run where you're just in your underwear. That would be very funny to me. But I also know that, like, it probably wouldn't be very fun for everyone else. Sweet liqueurs. Liqueurs is a Shogsian word. Scooby Steve, it is Doom. Was he trying to hang himself with a tie? Then he got too drunk. I don't think so. I don't think that. I've never been that drunk in my life. I've never been so drunk that I tried. Like, and even then, I don't think you would need to do that with a tie. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's more to it than that. Let's see. I've never seen. I honestly. I never thought about how his tie would get up there. I don't know if you can leave without the shirt.
Masculine energy. Someone has ripped half the faucet off.
Just. I don't know. I have no idea.
Hot water.
I don't know how it got up there.
Steam covers the mirror.
That's.
You cannot see yourself. Just
When
the
I think,
outline of
if
the
I
mirror.
think about it too hard, it makes me sad.
Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Okay,
As
wipe
you
it.
slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Too bad.
There is definitely something wrong with it.
How bad could
Where
it be?
to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
Puffy. You gotta love a puffy
It's
dude.
not. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
I do like that. That's
It's
like
not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between.
advanced
your fingers.
alcoholism causes your nose to turn into like a big red bulb. It's very funny to me.
Don't be scared. It's only your face. It's not like anyone's going to see it. Behold. You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
I'm a superstar.
It appears you're also dead. There's clearly rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
It's because
Please
I'm a
stop.
superstar, dude.
You couldn't stop if you wanted to. It's neurological. You can't, can you? It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face, and now it won't come off.
Let's
What
see.
does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Nah,
You should
superstar.
check
dog.
yourself for a pulse. Superstar. From here it looks like a cadaverous spasm. Getting clever appears to make the expression even worse. Now it's mixed with smugness.
There's no way that I'm winning any of these, so we're gonna walk away from now. We're not taking these. Yeah, it really is when you're like a little kid and someone's like, "Don't make that face," and then you make the face, and then that's all you got. Let's see. Can I notice this yet? No, I can't notice this. Normally, if your like visual acuity is high enough, you can notice that your shoe is outside. But we're doing we're not doing a fun run. We're doing a messed up run. The first thing we're gonna look for is change. We're stealing all of the change because time is money. Money is time. We're doing the real grind set. We're doing a grind set playthrough. Smell of the sea makes you dizzy. We're not wasting no time. We're taking the second shoe.
There they both are.
Nice.
2 identical shoes. Both coped like 2 baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced. Comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now.
Hell yeah, brother. It's I think, is there a way to look at the fit? That's what I want to see. The fit is immaculate, dude. It's a nice starter fit. I used to be afraid that I used to make this really horrific face when I was a kid. I don't know if I can still make it anymore. Let's see. What's up?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
I can't believe this is the voice of Dasha, which is nuts to think about. Officer, I'm a military.
No.
There's only one solution to this. You're a businessman.
Chief Executive Officer.
Because you're a police officer, sir. I'm not. Unless you've been shitting us all this time.
Can you move your face to the top left? Oh, yeah. I can move my face to the top left. Bam. There we go. How about that? Nice. Honestly, thank you for the tip.
You've been here for 3 days. On official police business, no less.
And what
Couldn't
business
say.
is that?
In truth, so far, mostly drinking. Don't be
Who in
so
their right
harsh on
mind?
yourself. They let almost anyone be a police officer.
It's true.
A glib remark. Don't let it stand. Assert yourself.
No, we're not doing
Retreat
that.
is not a winning tactic.
Let's see.
Could it be because of the drinking?
Should we try the expression, do you think? I don't think it'll kill me because I have a lot of resolve. But we're going to see.
The words have already left your mouth.
What was that?
I want to
That's
have
not
fuck.
even how words are used. What did you say? Come on.
Oh my god.
Say it again. No. You see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddie, please.
Don't back down now. Say what you said again. Proudly.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
Superstar.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
I sincerely think I'm a superstar.
I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
I have not figured out what you have to say to get her to not say that. Because I feel
And for
like...
the record, no, I didn't do it.
I feel like I've seen runs where people do that. Let's see. What we got here? The key to this run is to like pretty much ignore everyone and then develop neoliberalism. Yeah, we're doing Disco Cop. That's part of it. But like we also want to do like you want to get the like every time you touch something it's like green, you get money from it, and then you only keep that. And then Hobo Cop for sure. Hobo Cop is OP.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My
utterly,
soul is immense.
and it through a PA system.
Absolutely.
By other people. Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works. You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It all serves them right. Wipe that smirk off their face with your sad, tragic song. Who's laughing now?
I think the last time, yeah, we are doing neoliberal super cop. I think the last time I played this, I had the full fawn outfit, and it's hard. It's like it's a sick ass outfit. Yeah, it does. Let's see.
A man in his late 20s stands behind the counter.
I think the most I ever
inspecting
finished
a
this game
stuffed
was
seabird.
like
As you
$700.
approach, he gives you a sideways glance, then looks down again. That was disdain in his eyes. Even now he is purposely ignoring you. Looks like he's not a fan.
No, I'm not the bartender. I'm the cafeteria manager. That period of my life is over. Not everyone who stands behind a counter is a bartender, okay? I'm the cafeteria manager. I have 3 cafeterias to manage.
I do love being rude as
3.
hell to this guy. I
Sylvie
don't know
tends the
why.
bar here, not me. I'm only standing in. She just, you know.
Like, I normally try to be nice to most
There's
people
something
in real
here,
life, but not
and it's
here.
not good.
Fuck this guy.
A competent work of taxidermy. The white and brown seabird lies among piles of coasters and drying mugs. One of its wings broken. The man is trying to mend it. Looks like the bird was ripped off the shield that was used to mount it. Most likely on a wall. Something about it makes you feel bitter.
Look, your buddy is over there. Why don't you go and talk to him, okay?
Nah, bro. I
He
talk to whoever I
pretends
want.
not to hear you, concentrating on the bird instead.
Oh no, you're a hero. A real hero cop.
Could the massive property damage upstairs have anything to do with this?
Yes, you are. A real decorated hero.
Hell yeah.
What did you not do? First you took the body down, then you solved the murder, then you didn't trash my hostel room. Maybe you even negotiated the strike.
Hell
No,
yeah, I
you
did all
see,
that shit.
Actually, you didn't. You haven't done anything even remotely useful since you got here. No, I haven't seen you around. I'm not always here.
To be continued, Gart. I will get your ass. Your days are numbered.
Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
I know I'm a bad person, but I don't like Gart. I don't like his smug tone. I don't like how he's like,
A bespectacled man. in orange
Yeah, he's
bomber
gonna get
jacket
Gart.
is
You're right,
tapping his
dude.
foot on the floor.
He
Looks like he's
infuriates
waiting
me.
for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. If an assault were launched on this building right now, if the windows came crashing down and the whole world descended upon you, this
You
man
love
would
you.
earn
Oh yeah,
himself
Kim.
in death's
I
way
thought
to
you were a
save
Gart defender in
You
here, and
are
I was about to
sure
be
of
like,
this?
oh, that's it, banned from the
Why?
chat. Mods, get him out of here. No, Kim is the coolest dude to have ever existed. Shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name. This is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative.
Oh yeah, he does.
Conceptualize.
Let's see. What do I got? 58% on that. Let's do it. Let's go. Roll it.
Raphael
God.
Ambrosius Cousteau.
We're going for it. That's a very...
Yes. Well. It looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here? If you don't mind, we should talk to him again. Ask him for a rundown of the area. Now that I'm here as well. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
Let's see. I'm bluffing that I have, yes.
But even if you haven't, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from
The
tree?
found gym teacher, I mean, it's a high connection. Have you removed the dead body? Look, man, you know.
Does that mean the body is no longer in the tree?
Completely.
Completely. Does that mean you took the body down from the tree?
No.
So, the body is still in the tree.
This is the first time you detect a weariness in the lieutenant's voice. It is of
Where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner. Talk to the manager. Then we go out back and take the body down.
What if I
We all
told
feel
you?
that way sometimes. There is no such thing as a police officer, I'm afraid. What remains is that there is a dead body in the tree. Someone has to figure out who put it there. If we don't, no one else will. But first, we have to take it down.
How
I
can
was
you be
sent
so
here
sure?
to meet a detective from Precinct 41. You have the insignia of the Citizens Militia on your sleeve and on your back. I suppose you could be impersonating him. You could have gotten the insignia from the black market or forged it. But for now, I'm going to set those possibilities aside. I'm not from the Inspectorate General. Yes. They are not just white rectangles. They bear a halogen watermark with the letters RCM and a pattern resembling the street grid of Revachol West. I would ask you to step into the headlights of my motor carriage, but again, it's none of my concern. I just need you to do your job.
Nerd. That's some nerd shit that you
You
just
mean
told
you
me.
don't have a badge? Oh, if you didn't have your badge, then that would be very bad. You would need to report it on my shortwave. But since you do have it, we can go straight to the task at hand.
Yeah.
After you, officer.
Yeah, we're gonna do
Lieutenant
that. We're gonna
Kitsuragi is
pretend.
now in your party.
I really do try to bluff my
the man
entire way
with
through
the
this game,
unimpressive beard
which is not very
notices you
good.
approaching. He
Mr. Gart, right?
Yes.
He really is, Mike.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41? Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many,
You don't
many
like.
cafeterias
How can
I manage.
I don't know a single Gart defender.
But
He
you still know
sucks,
your
dude.
way
He's the
around,
worst.
Yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective. Yes, Detective Cousteau. I have
says it.
everything. You?
Yes, he means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would?
Okay, I'm instantly gonna pressure him about
She
Sylvie.
went away because none of your business. Oh my god, what is your obsession with this Sylvie person? Get over it.
maybe it's he who's obsessed with this Sylvie person.
Behind this building, there's a courtyard.
Yeah, I'm glad that
bushed them up
you're
on a tree
on
there.
this pod or not pod on this Twitch stream. We hate Gart. Behind this building, there's a.
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Does he want you to feel guilty of making that hole? It's implied in his voice.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him.
I am crazy, dude. I'm extremely crazy. I'm the most schizophrenic cop you've ever seen.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
No one is saying the multi-pattern necktie you found tied to the ceiling fan can talk. No one. It must be merely imagination.
Gart is bedtime, dude. He is the worst
Time to
bedtime.
push the eject button. Sounds like a responsibility. You don't like those.
Responsibilities? That's bedtime. We don't do bedtime around here.
Don't listen to him. It's madness. Just talk.
Let's see. I don't know you
Oh,
shit.
You don't owe me shit. Well, officer, you're right. You don't owe me shit. You owe me money.
Ah, fucking foiled
We do
again.
not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
Yeah, we're gonna.
But you see, he didn't.
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in here or some backpacking arsehole off the boat. The next day, when they can't make their fees, they get aggressive. I just never thought I'd be in this shit with a cop.
Yeah,
Please,
we're
just
not
give me the
doing
money.
a run that makes sense. All right, that's not what we do here. This is a chiral vectors run.
Who does that clown think he is? Arrest him. No one is saying that. No one is saying that Ty can talk. That would be ludicrous. It's just that you should arrest him. It would be wiser. He wants to take your money.
It's true.
The lieutenant looks at you tugging on your garish tie.
If you don't have the money, it's okay. No.
That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
Let's see. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to
I'm
60
trying to get.
real.
I'm trying to
Then
get
there's
the
window
hobo
you
cop.
Annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
when I
Vibes and oppositional
So don't try
defiance
to tell
run
me you didn't.
is the right
That will
run.
be 40 real in damages. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130 real. And yes, real is still money. What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really.
But why?
For survival, to pay me. Unless you want to become a hobo. Do you want to become a hobo? There's nowhere else to stay in Martinez, and it's a cold spring outside. Money doesn't make you happy, but it lets you be unhappy. If you run out of money, you die. It's like that for all of us. Me too. Are you serious? From your work? I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. I'm sorry.
Some do take recompense, but only to survive.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber.
You can't arrest me. I haven't done anything.
Okay, we're gonna roll for this. Well, I'm gonna arrest his ass. He's getting arrested.
From the bottom
Yes!
of your blue soul,
Yes!
a term emerges.
But it's not inane. You owe me money.
It is cruel of you. A man has been killed. File a request for compensation with Station 41. We need to work now.
Okay, you'll only have to pay for the window and the drinks. That's 70. I'll get the rest from your stupid station.
I'm not paying
The
for the
ledger
drinks.
does. The ledger has a memory.
I'm not paying for these
The
fucking drinks,
are
dog. I'm sorry.
non-negotiable. There's
Nah.
no way your station will pay for them.
I won't
Fine, I'll take it off the bill. You want to sleep in a post-apocalyptic shithole? Go ahead. But I'm not giving you another room.
Cool.
No, not cool. You still owe me 30 for the drinks. If you don't have it by tonight, I'm not letting you back up there.
That's enough now, sir. Good day.
By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Why did you say that?
No. But isn't that an expression, not a place? A saying. Up on Marvel Hill, a great high place. One that is impossible to climb back to.
That doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money.
Yes, we're doing the Hobo Cop. We're doing the Hobo Cop. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Map. Thank you, Map. Mappo. I think it... Map of her salty heart. Hell yeah. It was a great role. King role. I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobo Cop. This is the key to a good run. Straight hobo coppery. All right? This is the only way. This is the only way to play the game and win it, play successfully. Be in it to win it. Also, you have to ask this lady for money, and she gives you a pen.
Why, you are, officer.
Maybe I am.
And have you found anyone to be sweet to?
This is the funniest answer. I had one week twice, but then I lost her.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself. I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
All right.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Sweetie needs money. Do sweeties get money?
Sweetie, I heard your conversation with the manager about your financial troubles. When do you get your next paycheck?
If she could, this woman would feed and clothe you and every other sad.
That's
lost
very
person on
high.
this earth.
Let's do it. Tug on the heartstrings.
Your deportment remains dignified as you shed a single manly tear.
Sweetie, I only have a few cents on me, but I could give you this to pawn. Just to tide you over.
Wonderful. He has a pin.
The pin is round and slightly tarnished. 3 sailboats in bas relief with the sun hovering over the water behind.
We're not gonna pawn it.
Green banner at the bottom reads,
Yeah, absolutely. She
San
knows about the
Baptiste,
chiral vectors.
Summer 31.
We keep the pen. I'm a little. Normally
You're
I'm
quite
about
welcome, dear.
that neoliberal life, but we're not doing that. I'm a little sentimental about the pen. She gave it to me. It's a beautiful. Okay. Let's see about your
I
pen.
hope you were able to pawn that old trinket.
No, we're giving it back
Thank
to
you,
her.
dear.
That's what we're
I
doing.
confess, I am glad to see it again.
Hell yeah,
Even
secret
the
task.
lieutenant seems happy with this turn of events.
Now, what else, sweetie? Yes, officer. You look rather dazed. Like a stunned fox. But surely things can't be that bad.
She won't judge you, no matter what you say.
Oh my. You know where we are, right?
We're dead.
Now.
We're haunting each other like ghosts.
We are live in a hostel called the Whirling in Rags. And the Whirling itself is in the city of Revachol.
Okay.
Yes, and Revachol? How would I even begin to tell you? Revachol is the most beautiful city in the world. We're fortunate to be here, you and I. I
Absolutely.
haven't seen very many other cities personally, but everyone says so. Revachol is a rare jewel. This city used to rule the world, though it has seen better days. Speaking of history, you know what year it is, yes?
Let's see the lore in this game. Absolutely. I don't want to do a lore run. I could do a lore run where I fill in everyone, but I feel like it would be a little boring. So I'm doing something fun. You know, I'm
Perhaps,
saying all
dear.
the most insane things I can
Perhaps.
think of.
But for now, it's just the spring of 51.
She is perturbed by your not knowing what year it is, but not by your mention of the apocalypse. It must be the end times. The lieutenant studies you, rubbing his chin. I'm beginning to suspect that you might indeed be completely adrift in this reality, thinks the lieutenant. How?
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government?
See, cops. The cop regime. Radios are being used to control people's minds and distort perception of reality, considering our true masters, foreigners, and women. See, I would have done that one if it weren't for the foreigners and women part. That's the part. I agree with most of that stuff until the foreigners and women part. We are governed by intelligent machines that perform calculations to determine the freest market. Everyone hustles and grinds like a badass visionary. Absolutely not. That sucks. Our leaders are fierce warriors who traverse the plains on steeds. Civilization cowers before us. That kind of rocks. That's kind of a homie regime. But we're gonna do. We're doing this one.
Sweetie. It's really not. There used to be people who thought that way. Other people who wanted those things, but they all went extinct. Revachol is a zone of control led by an alliance of foreign powers called the Coalition.
Ew.
We have almost no government of our own, and certainly no dictatorship of the proletariat.
But we could, though.
But they still have cops.
Oh dear, this is troubling. You really ought to know that, being one yourself. There aren't any cops in Revachol, not in the traditional sense. The status of law enforcement has been a complicated matter since the revolution. But we should stop for today, sweetie. You look like you need a break.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone more educated in sweeping matters.
No. I'm not an encyclopedia. I won't be a guide either. I'm a detective.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people are educated. Though, whatever do you mean?
I want you to be wheelchair partner, fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
Yeah, the Lord Dumpiers, it's like
who needs you to
a
help
brief
you get
one.
corpse
It's
stolen
real.
from a tree.
Sequence killers.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Honestly, that's when I first played this game. I thought for sure she was coming along, and I was like, "This game, the game of the year, game of the year, dude."
I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie. Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down.
Damn.
Perhaps another time. Of course, dear.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Wait, oh wait, where's the drunk guy? All right, we're gonna see if we can steal.
Rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine. The man does not mind.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait.
Do you think we can
use magnesium to heal your morale
This
if you have
28%.
morale damage?
The real homie odds right here. Pray to the gods, pray to the homie gods. Let's see what we can do.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens.
No idea. Possibly because there's a strike going on in the harbor. There's not much to do aside from drinking and sleeping.
Damn it. Waking him up doesn't do much anything, but he does say you can have whatever's left of his booze, I think.
That sugary
and you can
black
drink
rum
it.
stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky. Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there, not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself.
I do need a rum and lemonade. I'd love Gart to serve me up a beverage.
Forget about the bar. Or don't forget about it. You should totally try to get a drink there too.
We're gonna live.
Calmly, The lieutenant looks out of the window, then to you, licking the tasty rum stain off.
What are you doing?
I'm investigating, dude.
We should move.
You could definitely go for some more.
We gotta do. That's listen. I'm a police officer. We investigate. That's what we do. I think we're gonna talk to this girl, get her gloves.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all. Of course. What can I help you with? Of course. Where to? Oh, that...
She's relieved someone has come for it. Finally.
Alright.
What do you mean? Yes, sir. District of Martinez.
He knows where we are. He just wants directions.
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
Let's see.
The harbor gates, some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too. Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago. It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
In the west is the miracle.
No problem. Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too, officer. Of course.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
Sure, keep them.
Hell yeah. More drip. More drip, always. Putting the gloves on. The drip is immaculate. Okay. I think I need the... First thing I like to do is get the, Actually, I should check and see if I can do the thoughts yet. The hobo cop. Yeah, I can. Internalize. Nah, we're looking for the bag. Which is, yep, right there. Yeah, absolutely. And then the rest of this game is me like looking for recycling. At least up until this point. They're watching mouth around me. Let's see. Who's that? Let's see. Oh no, I forgot you have to equip it. I always forget that. Tools. There we go. Yeah. Alright, it's time. Now the game begins. We're doing hobo cop stuff. And then, like, it's the key to, like, making lots of money in this game is the neoliberal one, keeping that, the hobo cop. And then there's a few other ones. I can't remember what they are. Honestly, reduce, reuse, recycle. Absolutely. I forgot where the hobo, the hat is. It's somewhere. It's like in a trash bag or something. It's been a while since I played. I like that we're kind of a based cop for money and bribes, breaking the container at the docks. Yeah. The container one is very difficult to do, I feel like. I've done like maybe 10 or 15 playthroughs and I've never once been able to get open the container. But right now, I'm just on the hunt for tear. Ooh, and a little bit of money on that one. My most problematic take is that I absolutely love Kuno. Kuno is the coolest character in this entire game. And I I know that that's extremely problematic. There we go. There's the hobo. The hobo hat. Hell yeah. Bum brain. He legitimately might be a serial killer, but that's what makes him cool. You don't understand how cool, like, he's just so cool that Kuno sucks this hard. Okay. This is how we develop
against the cabin top
the best
sailing boat,
like the best thing in the game.
Approach. Her green raincoat.
Oh yeah, the friend by the fence is, or Kunes, is that how you say Kunoes or Kunes? She's the worst. I hate her.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce.
I also hate Joyce. We're a Joyce hater.
Joyce
she's the
L.
worst.
Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. Beaton, my maiden name.
Absolutely, the worst influence on Kuno.
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk? She hasn't actually said it to every drunk in town. It was spoken in jest.
I'm glad to see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do?
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual...
There's a trace of irony in his voice. Mischief, even. The lieutenant is hatching some scheme.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful. Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it? Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub. Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge.
You can get like
$100
$100 from her right now,
wealth
I think.
and all its possibilities. These are the kind eyes of the rich man that seem to say everything is possible. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
I hate when my underwear feels uncomfortable.
You're poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Let's see.
Maybe you could ask her for some stock tips. That's a maybe. Or a job. Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
What are you thinking? I feel like I should save scum this. Should I save scum this? Or nah, we're doing a chiral vectors run. We're just gonna let it run.
Voila.
Yes.
You're doing it.
Why, yes, I am rich. How much money do you need? Hopefully not too much. I couldn't bring all of it with me.
Yeah, it sounds like something a rich person
She's
would say.
surprisingly nonchalant about this.
I
Could
need.
it be that she somehow knows more?
I would like to get 10,000 real, but I'll settle for 70.
That's a reasonable sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She removes a few notes.
Hell yeah! And we got our rent paid, baby.
Whoa, whoa! Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot,
Yeah.
toot. Train to Moneytown.
Money
This
Town.
may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, ma'am. Unusual.
It's all right, Lieutenant.
I got $1
I
more.
really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention. So here you are. So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
You see, I'm still getting my head around this whole money
You're
thing.
right, ma'am, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot of
course
people
there
on
are.
boats.
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
There is a pinch of defensiveness in her voice, but it is playful.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou. I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Ravachol industrial harbor. It's not a type.
That's right. Get her ass, Kim.
Neither is this. A toy,
Get her
It's
ass.
a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
Yeah,
Between
okay.
the city and the
Okay.
islands.
Then why is it that fancy?
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
To sloop.
the word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Absolutely.
Okay. How about Cordelati
I really did
19?
say show me your license. Let me see the
Why?
license.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces long.
Dolores.
Why Dolores? Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion. It's a pleasure craft. A 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days
Am I setting
mainly use
myself
it
up for the big
business.
sad with the Dolores?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Oh my
I
God.
really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Good. What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking. The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping
It's like a
side of
mega
things.
corp, you know? I like that
And
they
that is the
included that
terminal.
in the game.
Another
They made
subdivision
like mega
deals with
corps.
energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
Got it. Tell me.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet.
You just
but
gave me
I
70
can
bucks,
tell you
so
that last year,
you guys
the
must be
company
paying
booked
well.
more than 20 billion real in revenue.
That's a lot of money.
8 billion?
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary. But they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks. A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families?
Wait, you can
is a
get on an
tremendous
airship? I didn't know
responsibility.
you can get on the airship. I don't think I've ever done an airship run.
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the
What do you
South
have to do
Lemnies and
to get to
charted
the...
Lormantanga
Like,
on
what do you
behalf of the
solve to get
suzerain.
there?
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow.
No, of
the
course.
The logic of the system is totalized.
Oh, you mean like
It's taken
that's the ending is you
everything
get on
from
an
its
airship.
employees to build it. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo? We built this district. All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic, even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP. Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees. A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Nah, we're not doing that. We're not helping you.
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets. First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus. Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I ever do moral intern stuff. I hate the moral intern with every fiber of my being.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike. I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gate.
It's extremely problematic, but I love Measurehead. I hate him. He's a bad guy, but he's very funny to me.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now. Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I don't think I've ever seen the La Responsabilité thought
I
ever.
arrived 3 weeks ago.
But also, I'm not
Yes,
moral
in the middle of
intern pilled
February.
whatsoever.
The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say,
Yeah,
aggressive.
I understand that they run the world, but like being bad should preclude you from running the world. I know it's a very stupid, like baby brain take, but it's like it's my take. You shouldn't be evil and run the world. What are the demands?
There are leaflets everywhere and banners. Every worker, a member of the board.
I like
you
it.
might also like their other slogan, demand democracy.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Personally, I don't think it has the same pizzazzo as every worker a member of the board. It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Absolutely.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution. I'm not sure. Naturally, I assumed that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
This checks out.
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it? Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stat
If
to you.
I had $1 for every time I heard that.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
All right, tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare. I think
Everard
this helps you
Clare is a
later
man
on
of the utmost integrity.
when you talk
If you can say one thing
to
about
Everard.
him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first. Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood. He is
Rude.
the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar. Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother.
Mr.
except for that
Dubois.
lazy eye. He also
forgot I
talks
was
exactly
doing his
Edward
voice
does.
for a long
and when
time.
one's term as foreman is
I was
up,
doing
the
the, like,
other
you don't
takes
see the
over.
chiral vectors, Mr. Dubois.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see. With a funny
No,
little
I know that
switcheroo.
she's not lying,
While
that
in
he
office,
is
they've embezzled
extremely
God
corrupt.
knows how much of their workers' dues.
But also, like, that's just union boss shit. That's what they do.
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act. But they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have...
Do they really have a
only
rally on
involved
Tuesday?
Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask?
I like that
I'm a curious
not one
and
of our
talkative
our shop
person, you
stewards
see.
have brought that up.
Would you say
in,
the Débardeurs Union is...
basically a
Thank you
socialist
for being
mob.
candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers. I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman
That
of
sucks.
the union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story. Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
Of course. How else can I help? Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
Let's see. Day of action. Yeah, that's crazy. None of this was brought up to us at all. Let's see. Where's the nearest one? Where I'm at. Cool. It's fucking like almost 90 miles away from where I am. Tight, dude. It's true. We do be pulling off miracles to deliver the
The
mail, though.
information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41.
He looks at you expectantly. Then it
Damn it.
dawns on him.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
I could have eaten it for all I know. It's
Oh dear.
definitely something I've done or would have done.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I...
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
All right, I feel good about this. I think this is gonna go my way.
Feelings
Son of a
will
bitch.
guide the way.
I assure you, it is no small matter for me either. We all share the responsibility for disarming this situation. I hope you have a badge for me as soon as possible. Trust me, officer, I am fully committed to resolving this impasse.
She's silent. The wind flaps the sail above her.
Officer. You know, I don't mean to sound cold, but if you want something, you have to give something back.
You're doing it, despite your own best effort.
I'll be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to just... The Union is conducting drug trade out of the harbor. It's an open secret in Martinez. Surely it must not come as a complete surprise to the RCM either. Perhaps it's time to look into it. Or you can find your badge.
Detective, a word in private before we continue. This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance, and not volunteer us to be her henchman. This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Oh, that would be fantastic, but do we have the time? The world is... You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months. No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B.
Yeah, no, I don't want to work for her.
From the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. While
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff. Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut. Yes,
All right.
but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link. Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, They're distributed to a network of local manufacturers. Well, perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. And I'll be explicit. If you find...
You'll be indebted to her, in a way, but one step ahead of the Union in another.
Yes? I'm very sad to hear. In the meantime, I'll still try to assist you in any way I can. This disagreement is peanuts compared to what happens if you fail your main investigation. This...
The aim is to gain a deeper understanding.
That's true. We want to keep the drug dealers around because we want their money. And also drugs are cool. And in this playthrough, I have a drug problem. So why would I want to bust the guys that are... Why would I want to bust my local friendly neighborhood drug dealer?
Yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay? "6 kilometers southwest in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, 'You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?' 'Yes, he lost his mind,' Tilbrook answers, fingers on the trigger. 'Don't worry, Emil.' He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again. We always do.
You? You're an officer of the RCM. It stands for Revachol Citizens Militia. Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol. Detect.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia. We are.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. The RCM's responsibilities
I think this is
defined
the
by
path to get
Emergency Wayfarer and
her
Aliens
like
Act,
neoliberal.
3 pieces of
It makes every
legislation
single
keeping
green
the
thing you
city in a,
touch
let's
worth
be
like
honest,
10 cents, I think,
laissez-faire stasis
if
to
I
the
remember.
benefit of
And that
foreign
adds
capital.
up very
All
quickly.
three are good to know when we are out policing.
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare. a
Oh,
botched
really?
privatization
I did
scheme,
not know about that
nuclear
one.
pile meltdown. They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue...
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude.
Hell
Please
yeah.
continue.
Fuck the police.
Yes,
I mean,
Lieutenant.
fuck her, because
Permit
she's
me
the
to
police.
conclude
We're
with
the
this.
police in this one.
Who you are,
It's
to me,
complicated.
is the police.
We're
The
complicated
only legitimate
police.
law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Complex.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help. A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions? Ah. This is the pier of Rue des Orteaux. A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real
Indirect.
high-rise
I have
by the
actually
standards
seen that
of the
one. I
last
don't think I've ever
century.
used it though.
Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the delta.
I have like
That was before
when
the
I
war,
play
of
personally,
course.
I have such schizophrenic politics that like it
Mostly
doesn't.
the urban
I
middle
don't think
class,
there's
I
a
believe.
type of guy from
This
here
was once
for
primo
this yet.
real estate. Before
But I figured out the
cannons
ones that
knocked
make
4
you
or 5
money.
stories off.
Splat, splat.
I love Cindy. Cindy rocks. Cindy's the coolest.
Wonderful. We're a casual
Oh.
term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed. Aren't we all? Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the revolution.
I've never done a fascist playthrough, but it sounds
has its
fun.
charms, just
I heard,
not
but
this
it.
time
I heard
of
it's
year.
like the shortest playthrough.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive education for, if not sharing?
All right, I'm bored of
Glad
this
to have been of
conversation.
assistance.
I'll come
A
back
little that
later for
of course,
this.
detect.
I don't know if it's gonna prompt. It probably isn't gonna prompt me to get the. But it doesn't matter. We got way more money than I thought we were gonna have. Our rent is somewhat paid. That's all that matters right now. I don't think you can go in through here.
A sturdy metal door. The door rattles against your knuckles. The door rattles.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not. The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here. No. I already told you. I
Oh, are
won't
those
be
trash? Is there trash in the
responsible for
boxes?
Any more strangers get. Go check the backyard door.
Backyard door. There must.
Madame, I assure you, we are.
There is no reply.
There's trash in the boxes. Let's see. Ooh, magnesium. I'm a true son of magnesium. I do love like recycling in this game. It's so tight. Under our homie regime, all cops would also be hobos. That's the trade-off. They honestly should. Cops should absolutely be forced to pick up litter. It should be like a part of the job. If they see litter, they gotta pick it up. Like that should be part of, like, people forget the part of community service. Like it's in the fucking job description. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta serve the community, dog. What are you serving them bullets? That's not the same type of thing. A gateway to the river of filth. Extremely Shogsian thing to say. Yes, this is more drip acquired with the fingerless gloves. Let's see. I'm waiting for the hobo cop thing to go over before I really go crazy and buy all the drip that I want. Because you know that I gotta look good. Hobo drip for sure. I'm putting the hobo drip on. Need that. This guy reminds me of who's that famous guy who played Ant-Man? Paul Rudd. He strikes me as like a Paul Rudd type guy. Just I don't know. Sometimes that bothers me. Sometimes it doesn't. Yes. Gotta take off the jacket. No jacket. We're really living that hobo lifestyle right now. Wearing found clothes. I'll talk to this lady later. He's you don't see Paul Rudd, not as Harry Dubois. The guy who is like, hey friend, like he just strikes me as like that's how Paul Rudd would be like in real life, like calling people friend. One of my like insane pet peeves that I don't like to talk about because I feel like people use it to exploit you is I hate being called bud. I hate it. When people call me bud, it infuriates me to a degree that I can't fathom. Like, yeah, the lorry guy. He strikes me. This guy I hate this guy. Alright. Sorry, wrong button. I like forget how the button stuff happens in this game. Doing that. I think the shirt helps with physical instrument, which I think is necessary here. Taking that. I might have some difficulty on this one.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite.
That sucks that I don't have high enough to get through that. Oh, I always forget that you go to Kim's stuff radio, and then you can get like the toolkit, and then I forgot about that.
Before you stands a motor.
He has lots of feelings.
The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Wait, hold on. Just unplug this. Scuba Steve, are you saying that you hate the kid because we are pro Kuno Twitch play right now? He is the coolest character.
That told you from oblivion. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
He's clearly a little protective of his tools. But what can you do? The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand, heavier than you'd think, useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters, in your hand. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police lets you see things. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. Preheater gauge casts a warm glow on the steering levers, and the radio on its hook.
I love to
This
hear
is the Caprice Kinema. My motor
hear him
carriage.
talking about this.
You can use the toolbox and the radio if you
Oh yeah. When people call you kid, I can. Oh my god, I can imagine getting so angry about that. But Bud, yeah, Bud is the one that drives me insane. We're like, oh yeah, I know, Bud. I'm like, oh dude, you this close, this close. Let's see.
Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Yes, sorry about that. The Caprice Kinema does have a rather distinctive engine sound.
He says it with very badly concealed pride.
The Caprice motorcar does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. The frequency tableau lights up, and a green button labeled Prime Line. The soft purr of electrical kittens.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Of course. What is the number, officer?
Yes, hold on.
This is my favorite thing to
The
do.
number is
Go and then
405
gaslight.
1944
Being called kid does feel okay. Yeah, kiddo. Sorry, I missed all this. But yeah, being called kiddo, that does suck. Sorry, you just got spanked by the mods. but I'm allowing the term.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Let's see.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you. Yes, hello?
This is my favorite thing to do. I go and immediately fuck with Gart about this. Because I hate him. We are anti-Gart. We are anti-Gart.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again.
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir. Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone. You know whom?
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay? Maybe, I don't know. No? Not me. No, sorry. I don't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because Gart is a piece of shit,
Not
dude.
a lot of people have phones around.
The game wants you to think it's you, but it's really Gart.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
Yeah, no Gart.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the Union already knew about the corpse. No one calls the police. The Union would get angry. You know, what the Union says goes. People listen to them and they take care of their own, which is like everyone here.
Garbage.
Gotta push on.
I didn't want to get in trouble with the others.
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways. No, don't push her. It sounds as if she's about to cry.
You do? Oh. What else can I do for you? Yeah, go on. I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Yes, You have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened.
Same.
Just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Extremely homie thing to do.
You
Just
said it
fuck
had
that bird.
been getting shit ever since you got there. Okay, officer.
Crackling static, more static, and yes, more of that sweet static.
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you... Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m.
Honestly, fuck that bird. Fuck Gart. Fuck that bird. Alright.
No more. I hate it
If
now.
you are a bird, I don't want to hear shit from you. Or a Gart, if you're both of those.
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that song. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant.
No, Sylvie's
I don't
nice.
want to know.
Sylvie's nice. We don't... No, fuck Sylvie. She's just doing her job.
Something
Gart
about
is the
how
shithead.
you had to be a real cool guy, and no one understands it. One of the coolest guys there is. The coolest guy in Jamrock. Something about disco, too. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
It's extremely homie behavior. I cannot handle my liquor whatsoever. That is instantly what I would do.
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do. Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst. God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. All sorts of things. From disco, rock too. So much disco and rock. Which one would that be? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Richard, that write-up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
I do.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer? 57.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers.
I'm avoiding calling my precinct and telling them that I lost my badge and stuff and my gun. I think
This trash container is locked. There's something in there. Not necessarily. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. What do you mean, feel? I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division here. All the detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force. None, because they don't exist. There isn't, but we should still access this container. We could try using a pry bar, the one you took from my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one.
Let's see. I'll get to my skill level in a second. Oh, I can't access. Let's put the pry bar and see.
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rag.
Let's see if we can I think booze helps, right? With physical instrument, it makes you stronger, if I remember correctly. Let's go get a drink.
Welcome to
What's that magazine she's reading?
You mean this? This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
That's extremely funny.
She pops her rasp. The lieutenant frowns at you before turning to the clerk with an apologetic.
I don't know. Frit? I think they think that the extra tea makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but, I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so not really. No. I don't know really long.
No need to worry.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay, listen, I just want booze. That's what I want. That's what I need.
A colorful display of cigarettes.
I haven't done the recycling yet because I'm waiting for the hobo cop thought to finish, because then I think you get much more.
Green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth.
Sure. If you want some, but I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Don't ask. Don't look. Don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Let's see.
Here you go, mister.
And we're doing
Here you go,
cigarettes.
mister. Here you go, mister. Here you go, mister.
I still have enough. Yeah, I still have enough to. Do I have? Do you think I have the juice? I might save scum. I think I'm gonna quick save scum this. I'm gonna see if I have the juice to steal.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of cross.
What is what? If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Damn it! I'm sure I have. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck it. Drip is drip. I need the drip. Listen, sometimes it's drip or drown, you know? It's hard. Oh, I got points. I feel like a higher physical instrument for sure is what I need. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. And then we're gonna do, sorry, close. Ooh, saucy, mad saucy. Okay. And
Well, hello, pale-aged vodka. This is rear gaming. Wow, the gods of mass production have made this. I don't know about this. There's a satisfying crack as the cap comes off. You see a flash of teeth. A young woman smiling at you near some railway overpass in your ruined past. Nothing. Some mental stuff. Nothing to be worried. The golden sun melts down your throat. Its rays filling your nostrils with sunshine. Your stomach melts from it. into a happy, gooey.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's an alcohol button. Alcohol gives +1 to physique skills. Physical instrument.
From the void we can.
Alright, now it's time to go see if I can open up that that thing, because finding, like, I'm doing this. You can save those up and retry white tricks. What do you mean you can save them up?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid
still
has a
don't
padlock that
have-
says whirling in rags.
Alright, I'm gonna save scum a white check. That's what I'm gonna do for this one. I know, like, it's a low
This
probability.
trash container is locked. The slide force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just isn't bending. There's a creaking sound as the pry bar slips under the lid. You hang from it like a moron, huffing and puffing. Clearly the technique is wrong, but nothing else comes to mind.
The quality of metal.
He's enjoying your little failure.
Let's ask the manager for the key. This is clearly...
Damn it. Okay, whatever then, dude. Whatever then, bro. I could just go back, but it's like such a low possibility. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I do know about that.
Can I help you? Mine? No, it belongs to the...
Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked?
Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash there and they don't pay for the garbage company.
I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container?
Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company.
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. Prod at him and find out.
Callous? What are you? Kras Mazov? Almost all establishments in
You would say that shit.
Their trash locked. The whirling in
Guard would say that shit.
Krasmazov, nom de guerre, was an economist and a historical materialist. He was a leading figure on the Grad side of the Centennial Revolution, where he headed the 9-day government. Mazov is considered the father of scientific communism.
What are we talking about? This is not about the trash container. We should return to the case of your mistaken identity at a later time, officer.
Yes. Sir, I'm sorry the RCM is having financial trouble, but it's not this establishment's problem. What for? Mazov? Are you planning to nationalize my trash container?
It concerns the case. Please.
Just bring them back once you're done, please. Absolutely out.
You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question.
Absolutely. It's over for you, dude. It's so over. I hate when this happens. This is like one of the only things about playing it on a console is that, like, you kind of have a weird, it doesn't really listen to you when you want to do stuff.
This trash container is locked. With a well-oiled crack. The lock don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. This is your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
Absolutely.
There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow. Your hand is still on the lid.
I think
we need to...
The smell of rotten food
Damn it.
rises to greet you. You
I
see
wanted to
soggy
try and see if I
cartons,
could put the
dirty
gloves
rags,
on.
and organic waste.
The hobo gloves, it helps you.
We're just in time. This hasn't been emptied for over a week.
Dig in Hobocop style for extra content.
Wow. An Armistice caliber 50 knock cannon. Half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny. It's a giant rifle, and it's very expensive. Not as expensive. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000. Easy. That's too bad, because none of those things are actually in there. There's just food waste and crisp wrappings. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the Yellow Man frolicking in saffron, only in its social sensibility.
You've acquired an interactable item. Investigate this item further by going to the Interact tab in your inventory.
You see milk and egg rest with one broken egg in it. Some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy
You got to do
package somehow
Hobocop stuff.
feels familiar.
That's
A
what it's
box
like
falls
being a
into pieces
Hobocop.
in
It's
your
hard out
hands.
here for a
Petit
Hobocop.
Soleil cereal. There are plastic pasta packages below, and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begin to unspool.
The victim's clothes? Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, drop them in here, officer. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty. Or empty. He wore them with a belt, too. A white belt. The loops appear stretched, but the belt is missing. That's it.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long-sleeved shirt, olive-colored, appears from the food waste, dripping with pus.
This is a military-type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib-knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario.
The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard.
The fuck's he on about, kids? You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something.
See? Not really.
The lieutenant nods. Then it's just organic waste, cold and slimy on your hands. Nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist
Officer, is that your... It is. Look. The plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You've even got an autopsy form in there. If you don't mind my asking, how could you have let your paperwork end up in the trash?
Let's see.
What are you talking about?
I speaketh the tongue.
Doeth thou also thorough inventories? You should take stock of your notes. Make sure it's all there. Official notes contain informants' names. If some of it has fallen into the hands of the RCM's adversaries, bloodletting may well
Sylvie would not throw it away. Sylvie is so nice. What is with the Sylvie hate? I like Sylvie.
I see, yes. You are what we call a badass, aren't you?
I am a badass.
Tell me, seeth your badass more in there, or are we done here? Ah, yes, and it would also be appropriate to start taking notes on the case. It's what cops do.
Some items, such as the ledger you found, are interactable. Go to your inventory and select the Interact tab to read your paperwork.
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
The smell of rotten food rises to greet you.
Didn't mean to open it up again.
Cartons, dirty rags, and organic
It is what it is. Close the lid.
Container sounds a muffled gong.
I just like that noise. It's a nice noise. All right. I think I have the Hobocop. I think it like finally. Nah, it's close. 64%.
The corpse looks at you. Seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell...
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow! Cop's gonna blow, Kuno!
I'm gonna
The
do this for
smell
the
is
shit compacting.
repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth. More
Oh, absolutely. I'm
more
talking to
familiar
Kuno.
than anything you'd expect.
He's my favorite character in the game.
More
I'm just like,
fever than
he's probably what I'll
fills
end on talking to
flushing
Kuno.
you from within.
And then we'll pick it up. We'll pick it up soon. Because I gotta go be a real human being. I probably have to go hit the gym and then eat food, because I don't think I've done that yet today.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Until a pool of vomit lies under your feet. And you're...
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to if you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor. There is freight nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a smaller pot. There's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the wipe check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Guess. No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Huge lack of enthusiasm going on in here. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow Cop.
How do I unlock Liquid
But
Shadow
you're too sorry
Cop?
to say those things. So, here we go. Yes, yes. Impotent rage and lamentation. Let's wrap it up. No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes. Wow.
Hell yeah, we're not sorry around here, dog.
Kuno's got this.
Sorry cop is the worst way to go about it.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely.
Kuno.
Nakakumpi.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Get him right in the dick.
Love it in the dick.
One of the funniest phrases I think I've ever heard in my life.
Fuck that. Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthhole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno is not a gardener.
Goddamn right he's not a gardener. He's an athlete. Every rock connects, making the battered corpse look just a little bit worse for wear.
What? You wanna fuck Kuno now?
It's just like back in school. Insults are weapons for bullies. Disarm him. Make his weapons your own. Tell him you do wanna fuck him.
Let's see.
Exactly. Stop thinking this idiotic thought now and say something normal instead.
Okay, yeah, again.
Kuno's got you cornered. Not who's the man now, huh?
What was that, Kuno?
Nothing, see, nothing. Just slicing some bacon. The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno. He says we're fucking each other.
Makes no sense.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got. Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno. Pig's choking.
The kids are overwhelming you.
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation.
Kuno
Very strong.
rocks. It's
You should be
insane.
this stoic.
probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno? Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City. Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty Kuno.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Get lost.
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks. Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno. Listen, listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumb. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real. Pig, these are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
Wait, oh yeah, I forgot you can shoot cone. Yeah, that's...
Coach Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around, except for that up there. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains.
Alright, Piggo. Shit.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now.
Showing him the mug is very funny.
A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again? Yeah,
Option 3 is
Kuno
crazy.
sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker, cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder, Kuno.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he would...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno. They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching. Get away from my Kuno.
Yeah? Get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig? The fuck are you calling a third person?
He looks slightly confused, but proud he came up with that retort. But right as he's getting distracted,
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you! Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Jesus.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
Do you think I can do this? I think 42 is bad. It worked. It rolled. Oh, fuck yeah. You told me don't punch Kuno.
the blow connects surprisingly well.
I do like Kuno, but you have to establish dominance when dealing with a Kuno type guy. You know what I'm saying? And this is the only way to do it.
Officer, this is very far from normal police conduct.
For heaven's sake, he thinks. This has gone too far.
Okay, pig.
If this act was about him trying to establish dominance over you,
Kuno knows to respect that violent shit. You should see Kuno's dad. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything.
What did I say? I know Kim wouldn't punch Kuno, but that's why Kim isn't the apocalypse cop, all right? I punch children. That's what it is. I will punch a child to get information for a murder. Do you know what I'm saying? I did the moral math here.
Okay, pig. Talk to Kuno. We're back in this shit. The fuck do you want?
Okay. Do you think I can roll this one? I'm gonna go for it.
it's not Kuno. It's Kuno S. Kuno S is by far the
Damn, I'm
worst
getting
of the
green checks on this one. You see,
Kuno
this
has
is
no problem
this is the true homie. You punch someone and then you empathize with them after you punch
afraid for her
them.
life,
You know,
like
that's
she's
the
done
move.
Something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Kuno does have a good heart. I'm telling you.
Kuno, I'm fucking warning you. You're gonna get us into shit.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to save Kuno.
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer. Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence.
I'm gonna see if I can do that again.
She killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Fucking yeah. Kuno knows you don't want to face this right now. This dark shit. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's...
The creature peers at you both from
I
over
tried.
the fence. There is something searching in her eyes.
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Yeah. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know. Fuck no, she's not me sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like, yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit, doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno.
Shit is all on Kuno.
Two of a kind.
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing. Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C.
This is what it all comes down to.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand? Alright, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
Hell yeah. You think Kuno S is a demon? I don't think she is. I just think she's a fucked up kid in a fucked up situation.
Kuno made him respect the Kuno. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then
His
Kuno
hook?
gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style.
Yeah, I think she's just a fucked up kid.
See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. And shit, you can even fuck back in Kuno's kingdom. Kuno saw you sniff around that fucking pile of Eternite. It's a secret door, okay? Just pull it off and fuck back in there.
Should I buy the Fallen Pants? I mean, like, I need 30 tear. This is 15. If I can get... Yeah, I think I got enough to do it.
Here, pig. We're falling now. For fun,
Hell
Kuno can
yeah.
already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt. Kuno doesn't...
Let's see. Get the drip. Oh my god. What a damn look. We are serving looks. Hell yes. Alright, and this is the, like, extra...
The pile of Eternite looks stranger now that Kuno told you, because, unless Kuno lied, there it is. You see a shabby little door.
Let's head in.
So this is the shack Kuno mentioned. Let's take a look inside.
Hell yeah.
Be still, my beating heart. The lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
It's true. Amphetamines
No,
do make you good.
I'm just a regular detective, thank you very much. Of course, detective. Swift justice. Don't worry, we don't have to investigate every trace of...
Yeah, swift, lightning justice.
See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no? The secret path the local kids use.
Let's see. I think there's tear here, if I remember correctly. And I just need the bag. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I don't remember. Oh, it's right here. Alright, we gotta make that money back. Sometimes I spent a little too much money on the drip.
Looks like someone left his man down. A trooper has been left behind the enemy lines. You could swear it's more of an instinct than anything else. But you know, it's a...
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
There's no way that I'm making that. Hold on, let's see if I have clothes that will help me with this. -1. Take that off, I think. -1. Yeah. +1 on that one. Reaction speed. There's nothing I have that will like help me.
A tarpaulin cloak with possible RCM markings.
17%. No way. There's no way. We'll come back for that. Oh yeah, he sets up Night City for real, right? Like Night City with maggots or something like that. It rocks, dude. Kuno legitimately is like the coolest character in the game. Damn, I wanted to get to the tear over there because then I knew that I could like afford. But I'm gonna wait until I get let's see how long I've been. Yep, I've been at this for about 2 hours. I feel like it's a good. So I think I might end it here. I got to talk to Kuno. I got way more than I thought from Kuno. I will probably. You'll see me stream this on next Sunday. Do a Chiral Vector. We're doing the Chiral Vectors run. We're gonna see how far we get in this, and then I'm like might do some just random interim streams. Just keep an eye out for my Twitter, for my socials, because I was playing Red Dead, doing a woke cowboy Red Dead playthrough, and that's pretty fun too. So yeah, lots more stuff coming up soon. All right, later, homies. It's been real. Bye.